pretended to be like demente.
There was madman.
Mentally sì,
Deranged, yeah.
sì, perché mi ricordo che c'era the barbershop, Rocco, the barbershop, he was an Italian, and when Vincent Gigante used to go in his store, nobody could go in the shop, no, because he came with like a Cadillac with the 4 bodyguards, and he was the only one who could stay in there. Nobody was allowed to stay in there. So he threw the barber, Rocco, threw everybody out because he said, no, nobody can stay here. E poi mi ricordo, I remember, put the towel because aveva fa la, come si chiama? Steam, the steam towel,
steam.
and then la faceva
When he arrived, so in the barbershop, no one could stay in there.
He was the boss. He was the king of the Spring Street, like with the Cadillac. What do you call the Cadillac with 4 bodyguards? He threw everybody out of the shop, and he was the only one who could
And the police
stay.
couldn't do anything about it.
No, ma because the police era pure corrupt. There was a corruption. I remember.
We haven't had that in Melbourne. I can sure.
Mi ricordo, but we didn't pay anything like pizza. No. My brother, because like he had compassion, toward the people that came from the same background, because he was as poor as we were, so he didn't touch us, anybody. Once my brother Tommy had an operation perché aveva una cosa come si dice? Vabbè, he had an operation, and he said, I'm going to be operated at St. Vincent Hospital, and the Mafiosi of the zone, of the area, said, Tommy, don't worry. My brother said, I have 2 girls down the store, me and my sister-in-law, and with 3 kids, because they used to go in the stores at night, stick them up, and we were downstairs making coffee till midnight, and we used to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to make coffee and breakfast. Nobody ever, nobody ever tried to give us, trouble. No.
No,
We
you
were
wouldn't want to say that
protected.
story, would you?
No, I wouldn't. I don't know. No, I wouldn't. I don't think it.
I
should
think
be
he's
a
taken
good-
it. He's smiling.
It would be-
I've recorded it. It's a great story, isn't it? I mean, you've got to love it.
It's a good. It is,
no, but
that's
they were
many years
very
ago.
nice. They were
50
very
years,
nice.
50
They
years
were
ago,
ve-
though.
Being full of praise.
But look,
And somebody
that's
even,
not the experience we have here in Melbourne.
Somebody even promised me one of those mafiosi, like I was 23 years old. I was a good-looking girl. And he said, why don't you stay here in New York? And I said, well, I would like to stay because I was born here. And he said, what would you like to do? I said, just like that. I said, I would like to go to the United Nations alone.
Oh.
I said, you will. You will go. And then a friend of mine, he was a dentist, he said, don't you dare have anything to do with these people because you know what's going to happen to you. And so he was the one who made me aware of what I was going
Of the
to
consequences
go,
of dealing with
that.
criminal
so
types.
I said, that's okay.
Ah, well.
E questo qua era Dom, si chiamava Dom the Sailor. He used to,
Cut people's hands.
crush your hands if you
Did the wrong thing.
if you were a betrayer or something like that. Just put your hands here and then ta-ta, and you couldn't use your hands anymore.
Wow.
That's the way it worked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's something totally foreign to me. In my experience here in Melbourne, I've had nothing but good things over in this country. But I'm sure that crime is rife everywhere. So those people who experience it have different stories.
But they liked my brother because my sister-in-law were
He was
hard
generous
workers.
too. Yeah.
They were hard workers. They were very affectionate people, and they liked the children. They liked the babies, and so. I
they
can't
for
say
kids,
that
yeah.
they were cruel to us. I mean,
No, but
I know.
yeah.
I wouldn't like to be their
the reality,
relatives.
the reality is that law and order is something that needs to be exercised equally amongst all people in any nation. So, if a group is excluded, that's when problems of crime do arise a lot more than normally is the case. So, yeah, but I just want to ask you something else apart from that very interesting story about your experience in Italy and education, and you became a teacher in Italy.
Yes.
A teacher of?
I teach. I still teach, even if I'm retired. Like I work for the school with some projects, and I still am in contact with the students.
And the students
And the
love you
students,
because I see
they love
you.
me, they
I
love
see. I
me,
see
they
what they
love
say
me.
about you on Facebook.
Yeah, they love
It's
me.
absolutely beautiful.
See,
Yeah.
and I still go with them, like to England for 1 month because they go on holidays, they study, and
So you taught English in Italy,
yes, I did.
and anything else?
No, just English, literature, English, and grammar for 35 years. And still, even if I'm retired, I still teach. And I miss them. I miss my students.
Isn't it funny?
If I could go back to...
And I've done the same thing for Italian here.
Now you have done the same
Well,
thing?
I've taught Italian and French and history for.
But would
for
you go back
35
to
years.
teach? I would like to go back to teach.
Well, I teach all the time here from Insegna, because from what I've shown you today, my work here is recognised, my television work, the literature work, the poetry. So I try to support teachers from far away, and we also have the languages bookshop. So there's a lot to do here that supports education in general. Yes, and I intend to continue in this line of work forever and one day.
Yeah, I even give private lessons for no profit, just to keep in touch with the students.
I try to give advice to my customers here
You
on
never
a
get
Saturday
rich.
morning.
You never get rich. The teachers will
Well,
never
that's
get
for
rich.
sure. That's for sure. Now, the thing, Carmela, you're going to be here for the next 3 weeks. I hope you do enjoy your stay here. We're going to love
I hope so.
having you around and showing you the rest of the family that lives in Melbourne. So welcome, Carmela. I hope this is not the last time you come to Melbourne.
I
And
hope
I hope
so.
that you make this a bit of a home occasionally.
It will be a pleasure for me, an honor for me to stay with you, with the big family.
Well, that's it. That's it for now. TomPadulaTV has brought you an interview with Carmela Padula, who is my cousin from Calabria, born in New York. A bit of real family history here and social commentary that comes to you with great pleasure from me. Ciao.
Bye-bye.